Molly, I want you to come by and clean up for me again. There's a lot that needs to be done, so the earlier the better. My husband's got a meeting with the neighborhood association, and I'm going out to have lunch with some friends. I'll be back by the evening, so I want everything finished by the time I'm back, okay?
You want me to go to yours right now?
Yes, of course. I bet you're not even doing anything worthwhile. You're probably at home lying around on the sofa, aren't you? You might as well use your time to do something useful. You can come, can't you? Or are you going to make excuses?
I'm at home right now, but I don't think I can go over to clean today. Got a few personal errands I've got to get done. I'll be out of the house for most of the day.
What personal errands? Tell me, and I'll decide if they're important or not.
I've got to renew my driver's license, and I've made an appointment at my hair salon because I'm due for a cut. I've also got to go out and buy a present for a friend to congratulate her on giving birth. It's her first baby, so I want to give her something special.
But you don't have to do any of that today. You can reschedule all of that for another day and come by to clean instead. You're a housewife, so you have plenty of time on your hands, don't you? I'm your mother-in-law. I'm asking you for a favor. Then you should prioritize my request over a silly haircut.
Okay, then I'll cancel my appointment. I'll try and be there before lunchtime.
That's what I wanted to hear. Oh, and by the way, I noticed that you cut a lot of corners when you came over to clean last week. I thought I told you to get rid of all the weeds in the lawn, and there was still a lot left when I took a look. I want you to do it again, and make sure that you check every single corner. You can't leave a single weed unpicked, do you hear me?
But it's raining all day today. Can't I do that another day?
So what if it's raining? If it's raining, then it'll be much easier to pull the weeds since the ground will be much softer. If anything, you're lucky that it's raining today. It's been very warm lately despite it being December, so the weeds have been growing much faster than they usually do this time of year. I want you to get it done quickly before they start growing out of control. I won't take no for an answer, and I want it done by the end of the day.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Oh, and I want you to prepare something light for dinner. I was thinking that you could marinate some salmon for me. My husband doesn't like oily food, so make sure you don't overdo it. The food you make is always so oily, so we have a hard time finishing it off. Make something light and refreshing, understand? My son may prefer heavy meals with a lot of meat and strong flavoring, but you've got to remember that we're already in our 60s. We can't eat that much.
I understand. I'll make sure to prepare something easier on the stomach.
Good. And before you leave, I want you to wax the floor. In every room, mind you. Don't dare leave any room unfinished. And would you be a dear and turn the dehumidifier on in the bedroom? It's going to rain all day, so I don't want mushrooms growing out of the mattress.
I'm sorry, Deborah. I don't think that I can finish all of that by this evening. There's a lot you want me to do, and not a lot of time to do it in.
Why not? Of course you can finish it all.
But you want me to wax the floors in every room, right? First of all, I'd have to move the furniture out of the way so that it wouldn't be uneven. And then I'd have to wait for the first layer to dry before adding another layer of wax. I really don't think that I can finish all of that by this evening.
Molly, you really are hopeless, aren't you?
Excuse me?
If you don't think that you can get it done by this evening, then that's a matter of your enthusiasm, not the amount of work that has to be done. I'm sure that you can get it done if you actually put some effort into it. It's that simple. If you motivate yourself, I'm sure that you'll get it done.
I don't think that it's a matter of motivation. I really just don't think that I have enough time to finish everything you want me to do. The weather isn't that great today, so I'll probably have a hard time finishing up on the lawn, too. I can't do it.
Honestly, you always say I can't do it before you've even tried. I'm sick of it. I don't know why you always have to begin with such a negative outlook. It's really quite depressing. You know, I can't believe that you actually have the nerve to refuse a request from your husband's mother like this. It's unforgivable for a wife like you to say no to me like this. If you really have any respect for me as your mother-in-law, you should be saying yes to every task I give you and get it done without a complaint.
I didn't mean to refuse you. I just meant that I don't think that I can get it all done today.
But you thought that I would decrease the workload if you moaned about it being too much, didn't you? I can see right through you and your motives. Molly, it's useless. I'm shocked that you could actually be so lazy.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to complain.
All right, well, I'm counting on you to get it done. Make sure it's all done perfectly. If you're not finished by the time I get home, then I'll have no choice but to determine that you were slacking off. Molly, I want you and my son to come over this Sunday. Everyone's decided to have a family gathering at our house this weekend, and I want you to help. One of my nieces has finally had a baby, so they're going to introduce them to everyone this week.
Well, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'll talk to Devin and let you know what time we'll be there by.
Hang on a moment. Everyone's going together at our house at lunchtime, but I want you to come and start preparing for lunch in the morning. Devin can come on his own at lunchtime. I want you to clean the entire house first thing in the morning, and then I think I'll get you to start making lunch and snacks from around 11.
You want me there in the morning?
Yes, of course. It's important that you get the house ready, and I want you to clean out the shed too. Some relatives are bringing their children, so you've got to make everything childproof. It'll be dangerous if they manage to get inside and get their hands on the tools inside. We should do everything possible to prevent them from getting hurt, so you've got to clean out the shed.
You said you wanted to make the house childproof, so I thought it would be enough if we just put a lock on the door.
What are you talking about? Of course it's not enough. What are you going to do if they end up getting inside? You've never had children before, so this might be hard for you to understand, but children are the most unpredictable things on the planet. They'll manage things you thought were impossible. And besides, it'll be embarrassing if my husband's relatives see how broken down the shed is. I want to tidy it up before anyone sees it.
Can I ask what you've got stored in the shed?
It's filled with old tools, things that my husband used to use when he was still working on the farm. They're all useless now and nobody uses them, so I want to get rid of everything.
Are all of those tools light enough for me to carry around and throw out? I have a feeling that I might need Devin's help with cutting it up if there's a lot of heavy lifting involved. Can't Devin come with me to help clean up in the morning? I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
Don't be ridiculous. My son is always that hard at work on the weekdays. You should at least let him take a break on the weekends so that he'll be refreshed by Monday. But you're not doing anything for work right now. You're not busy. You're just rolling around, whiling away the hours. This is the least you can do to pay me back for my son for being so lazy.
I'm not whiling away the hours when I'm at home. I'm pretty busy with the housework at home, and I'm doing whatever I can to support Devin.
Oh, sure. You really think that I would believe you? As if. You resigned from your job with the excuse that you were trying to have a baby. But you haven't gotten pregnant in all the time that you've been out of work. It's obvious that you only stopped working because you were just too lazy to work.
I'm trying my best to get pregnant. Devin and I have been doing all the research we can on the best methods to conceive. But it's just taking a little time. We want to have children, so I'm afraid you'll have to be patient.
And how long are you planning on making me wait? I've already been waiting for ages. At this rate, my husband and I will be dead before we can see our grandchildren. If you're not taking care of children, and you're not even going to work, then you've got to work harder at home to make up for it.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Do you understand how serious it could get if you don't clean out the shed before the children arrive? If you don't do as I say, I'll have no choice but to complain about you to all my relatives. I'll have to tell them how lazy you are, and what a useless wife you are, and that you're just using my son for his money.
Please stop it. Devin has nothing to do with this. If you start spreading rumors about me amongst his relatives, then he'll end up being embarrassed too. I don't want that.
Then you'll just have to do what I say, won't you? Is that understood? I want you to do everything I said without any more complaints. Will you hurry up? I thought you told you to go buy more beer over half an hour ago. You're making everyone wait.
Deborah, you went too far this time. I can't believe you actually did that.
What are you talking about?
You insulted me right in front of everyone gathered in the living room. You went on a rant about how terrible a wife I am. You told everyone that I was being a parasite and that I was using Devin so that I didn't have to work. You even went as far as to insult my entire family, saying that I was lazy because my parents were lazy. You don't even know my parents. How dare you talk about them like that?
I was just speaking the truth, that's all, because you really are lazy. All I said was I wonder if that lazy personality of yours was genetic. That if you're this lazy, it must be because your parents are too.
But you didn't have to bring my parents into this. I wouldn't have cared if you were just going to talk about me like that. But I'm not going to forgive anyone for insulting my parents the way you did. My parents are far from lazy. I only got the chance to go to university because they worked so hard to pay for my tuition. They have spent decades running their ramen restaurant, and they have supported each other ever since they started it together. They work all year round to keep the restaurant alive and to please their customers with new menus. I won't let you insult them like that.
Oh yes, I think I remember you mentioning something like that. I think you showed me some pictures of it too, but it wasn't very impressive. It was a broken down, dirty little place. I can't imagine who would want to eat in a place like that. You said that they're a very popular ramen restaurant in the local area, but I highly doubt it. It's probably popular with poor, suspicious characters because it's so cheap. I can't imagine it actually being successful among a more decent clientele.
I thought I asked you to stop being so insulting. You're looking down on it without even knowing what my parents are like or even going there to see it for yourself. You're always talking to me like that as well. I don't see how you can still call me lazy after everything I've done to help you over this past year. I have been working tirelessly to keep your house clean for you and cook for you, and yet I'm still lazy?
But it's the truth. In the end, you didn't even finish off cleaning up the shed like I told you to. I told you to get it done before everyone starts arriving, didn't I? And yet you hardly dusted anything down before leaving it as it was.
The shed was filled with tools that I couldn't lift up on my own. I did my best to move the smaller items to the higher shelves, out of the children's reach. But you can't have seriously expected me to throw out all of the bigger metal tools. There's no way I could have finished all of that on my own in a couple of hours. Especially when you told me that I had to prepare lunch, too. Of course I prioritized making the food. Otherwise, there would have been 20 hungry people waiting in the dining room for something to eat.
I've had enough of your excuses. I bet you weren't even planning on finishing off cleaning the shed. You took your time on purpose so you wouldn't have to lift a finger, and then came back into the house to make everyone's food because you weren't bothered to even get the job done. It's fine. I don't expect anything from you anymore.
That's my line. You gave me this list of jobs knowing that it would be impossible for me to finish on my own. You would have to be Superman to be able to finish off all those chores in a couple of hours. I thought that I would be able to finish cleaning up the shed by the time I had to start making lunch because you downplayed how much work actually had to be done. But when I arrived, I saw that it was filled with tools too big for me to even put my arms around. How did you even expect me to do any of that without Devin's help?
Just keep on making excuses, all you like. I'm not listening. We're all waiting on you to bring some beer, so will you hurry up and get 4 packs from the store? There isn't enough beer or wine to go around. We're all thirsty, and it's your fault. I'll have you finish off tidying up the shed after everyone's gone home, so just hurry up with the drinks.
What is wrong with you? Why do you have to boss me around like this all the time? I've had enough. I can't take your bullying anymore.
Molly, where are you? Hurry up and answer me. It's already been over an hour since you left the house. We're all waiting on you.
I thought I told you that I've had enough. I'm not coming back. I'm going back home. You can tell Devin that I've left and that I'll be waiting for him back at home.
What are you talking about? Don't be silly. You're just my son's wife. You don't have any right to talk to me like that. You should be right here doing as I say and helping host our guest. Come back right this minute. I'm warning you, Molly. Come back.
No way, you old bitch. There's no way I'm coming back. You can go buy the drinks and host your relatives on your own. I'm not doing anything for you anymore.
What did you just say to me? Did you just dare call me an old bitch? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm your mother-in-law. You should treat me with respect. I can't believe you have the nerve to say something like that. I'll be telling Devin that you said that. My goodness, what a horrible thing to say. I'm so hurt.
Well, I feel a lot better now that I've finally gotten the chance to say it. I've been holding it in ever since you first started being so unreasonably bossy towards me. And I finally got the chance to say it out loud, not just in my head. Up until now, I've been screaming it at you in my head, but I could never say it straight to your face because I knew that you'd act like the victim.
What a cruel woman. I never thought that you were so malicious. I knew it. I knew that your parents were good for nothings, and you've just proved it. They're the reason why you're so hostile. They raised you to be like this.
That's my line. You're quite the cruel woman yourself. You must have been having a lot of fun bullying me and making me run errands and do all the cleaning for you. You forced me to do chores with ridiculous time limits, knowing full well that I wouldn't be able to finish them by the deadline you gave me. And then, when I couldn't finish the chores off, you would scream and shout abuse at me. You really are a horrible woman.
Don't you dare talk about me like I'm the bad guy in this situation. You're the one that couldn't finish off the work that I told you to do.
Yeah, because it was impossible for me to do on my own. How could anyone manage that in a couple of hours? How about you try and get that amount of work done, and then we'll see who's really useless. I bet that you wouldn't even be able to finish it, even if you had a whole day to do it all in. In the first place, you're the one that's lying around doing nothing while you delegate all the housework to me. You get to go out with your friends and spend your time however you like because I'm the one that's cooking and cleaning in your place.
Unlike you, I'm not young anymore. I can't move around the way I used to, and I get tired very easily. That's why I'm asking you for your help, and yet you're talking about me like I'm some evil woman.
Asked me for help? You've never given me an option. You've always ordered me around and guilt-tripped me into doing things. You forced me to do all your housework knowing that I couldn't argue back and say no to you. Why should I have to help you clean up your house when we're not even living together? Just calling me to be your housemaid because you can't be bothered to do it yourself. I have my own life too.
I've had enough of you talking to me like that. I haven't been forcing you to do anything, and I certainly haven't been asking you to do the chores because I want to slack off. I've been asking you to help me because I'm in a lot of pain. I have terrible back pains and I need to lie in bed until it dies down.
What? What back pain? You never told me that you had back pain before.
I may not have said anything, but I really do suffer from chronic back pain.
But you never look like you're in pain when you go out to have lunch with your friends. And while you're out, I'm left alone at your house cleaning up after you. I would believe your back pain excuse if you were actually lying in bed every time I came over to clean, but you're not. Did you forget that you're paying for those lunches with your friends with the money Devin and I send you every month? Can't believe you could actually accept money from us and use me like a maid. You've got a lot of nerve.
That money comes from my son, not from you. And so what if I use a little money to have fun? Most of it goes toward the rent and the groceries. What if I use my money son on has nothing to do with you?
Do you really think that it's all from Devin? I'm speechless.
Of course, it's all from my son. You're unemployed. How could a useless woman like you provide us with any money? You left your job because you were too lazy to continue working after you married my son. I'm thankful for my son's money, but there's no reason for me to be thankful for you.
All right, then you go to your precious son and beg him for help. I'm not going to do anything for you anymore. I'm not going to let you walk all over me if you're going to be so ungrateful. If you want more alcohol, I suggest you get in your car and go and buy it yourself, because I'm not buying one drop.
Are you seriously going to go home? How irresponsible are you? If you're going to be so difficult, then fine. We don't need a woman like you in our family. You're just in the way. You can divorce my son and get out. I'm sure Devin would be happy to be rid of such a selfish wife.
Sure, if that's what you want. I love Devin, but I can't endure your abuse anymore. I'll divorce him and move out. That way I can go back to focusing on my career and have children with someone whose family will actually welcome me. But don't you dare forget this. You're the one that told me to leave first. I told Devin that I want a divorce. Are you happy now?
Wait, please don't divorce my son. You've got to take it back.
Why should I do that? You told me that you wanted me to divorce your son. You told me that I was in the way and that Devin would be happy to be rid of me too.
Well, I did say that, but Devin's so upset with me. He was livid when he heard about what I said to you.
Oh, really? What happened?
My husband was furious too, and they both told me that I had to apologize to you. I didn't understand why they were so aggravated, but they both said to me that if I couldn't apologize and get you to come back, that they would kick me out of the house instead. That's why.
The reason why they're both so furious is probably because they know what will happen if I leave. Devin's dad won't be able to afford anything, the bills, the groceries, the rent, if I leave.
What? What does that mean? Why is it so bad if you end up leaving? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
All the money we've been sending you every month for you to pay the bills with wasn't your son's money. You don't know this, but it was my money.
What? Why on earth should I believe that it was your money? You're unemployed. Where could you have gotten all that money from? You're lying.
I may not be working right now, but I was earning a higher than average salary before I married Devin. So I have a lot of money saved. I have more than enough in my savings account to afford sending you around $1,000 every month. Do you remember what you did 2 years ago when you ended up getting into financial trouble? You borrowed a ridiculous amount of money from the bank without talking to Devin or his dad, and you're still paying all of that money back bit by bit. Devin spoke to me after that incident and asked me if it was possible to help you guys out and put some money into paying the bills. That was so that you could use your pension to pay off your debt because you and his dad were having a hard time keeping up with the monthly payments. Do you remember that? To be honest, I don't want to help you if you brought it upon yourself, but I decided to help because I felt sorry for Devin's dad having to suffer with you.
What? But I've never heard anything like that from Devin.
Yeah, Devin's dad didn't know either. Even if it was my personal money that was being sent to your account, I believe that my money is Devin's money and vice versa. I didn't think it was necessary for me to brag that I was the one sending you that money out of my personal savings. It's not like I wanted to make you both feel like you owed me either. I did it because I wanted to help.
Really? You're not lying? You really were sending us money from your savings?
Sounds like Devin has already told his dad, if your husband's that upset. I can imagine that he must have been pretty panicked when he found out that you had been treating me like this after everything I've done for you both. Judging by how panicked they are, it seems that both Devin and his dad didn't realize how horrible you've been to me up until now. They must have been twice as shocked when they found out that you had even told me to divorce Devin and leave.
Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you tell me that it was your money? If I knew that much, then I would have been a lot more careful with the way I treated you. I wouldn't have forced you to do all the chores I told you to.
Have you noticed? You haven't said one word of apology to me yet. I thought you said that Devin and his dad told you to apologize to me and get me to come back. If you don't apologize to me properly, then I'm not going to forgive you, and you and your husband aren't going to be able to pay the bills from next month.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me? I don't know what you're apologizing to me for. You'll have to make it a little clearer.
I'm sorry that I forced you to do all the housework. And I'm sorry for insulting you and calling you lazy. I also feel very bad for disrespecting your parents and poking fun at their ramen restaurant.
You forced all of your chores onto me because you wanted to slack off and go out and have fun with your friends, didn't you? I want you to admit that you took advantage of me because you were being lazy.
Yes, okay, I admit it. I did all of that because I wanted to annoy you. I wanted to force you to do things you didn't want to do.
Why would you do something like that? Did you do that because you didn't like me?
Yes, I think so.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like you. You were annoying, so I wanted to get back at you. I might have felt jealous because you had all my son's attention and because I felt lonely. I don't know. I don't understand why I felt so frustrated, but I just did.
Well, I guess that's how a mother-in-law's thought process works. If they're childish enough to bully their daughter-in-law, then there's most likely a very childish reason for it. You just didn't like me and felt jealous and couldn't be adult enough to accept your son's decision. That's all. Unfortunately for you, I'm willing to continue sending Devin's dad the money he needs from now on. But I don't want to give you a single penny. I don't want to waste my precious savings on someone like you.
No, I'm really sorry, please. Forgive me, I shouldn't have been so horrible to you. I won't ever treat you like that ever again. I won't ever say anything rude to you ever again, I promise you.
I have a great idea. I don't want to divorce Devin after all, so it would be perfect if you would divorce your husband and get out. If you leave, then I don't mind sending money every month like I've been doing up until now.
But if I leave, where am I supposed to go? I won't be able to survive on my own.
Oh, but you'll be fine. You said that you don't need a useless woman like me as your daughter-in-law. You were the one that told me to get out, remember? Now that's decided. Goodbye, Deborah. And I hope I never see you ever again. In the end, my mother-in-law was the one that got kicked out of the house. My father-in-law found out what my mother-in-law had been doing, and he demanded a divorce. The entire family was shocked to hear that she had been taking advantage of me to do all the cooking and cleaning in her place and cut ties with her. It seems that my father-in-law has been disappointed with my mother-in-law ever since she had caused all of that money trouble 2 years ago. So this issue ended up being the last straw for him. My mother-in-law was chased out of the house and had to find a small apartment that she could afford on her own. It seems that she's having a hard time paying for the bills and paying off her debt with just her pension, so she's been visiting friends and family to ask them to lend her money. I doubt she'll ever be able to find financial stability, but it's a fitting end. I accepted my father-in-law's apologies and took back my announcement to file for a divorce. I've restarted sending him the money he needs, but thanks to Deborah leaving, I've been able to get by with sending him a few $100s less. It looks like she really was spending a lot of the money on lunch with her friends and other luxuries, so I'm glad that I don't have to waste as much money. And not long after Deborah left, I finally got pregnant. I obviously had a hard time conceiving because I was so stressed out by Deborah's constant nagging, bullying, and from simply being so exhausted. After giving birth, I've been leaving our baby to Devin's dad, who's been delighted to spend time with his new grandchild, and I've returned to work. My father-in-law and I get along very well, so I'm happy to continue sending him money to support paying for his bills.
Hey, Lindsay. I just wanted to thank you for today. I know that it hasn't been easy for you.
Oh, Frida, no. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me. I really don't think that I could have done this on my own, so thank you for being there. Knowing that I had your support made me feel all the better about the whole thing.
Well, I still remember when my husband passed away, so I suppose I could empathize quite well. But I'm just glad that I was able to be of some service to you. I know that it hasn't been easy.
It really isn't. I mean, I just never imagined myself having to run a funeral this early in my life.
Oh yes, I remember thinking the exact same thing, actually. It was tough then as well.
But I'm just glad that Harold is finally in the ground. I just keep telling myself that he's gone to rest, and he'll just be asleep for a long time.
Lindsay, what about you? How are you doing? Are you okay?
I don't really think that I'm okay. Thank you. I suppose I haven't fully accepted that my husband is gone.
Of course. I mean, I'm his mother, and I still can't believe that he's gone. So I can't imagine what you must be going through as his wife right now.
I just don't understand how this happened. I mean, the day started like any other day would, and then suddenly I got the phone call. It was from his office, and they had told me that he collapsed while at work. Something to do with anemia or something. I was scared, but thought that a simple trip to the ER would fix things. But then he just never woke up. I just didn't think he'd be gone so quickly.
Yes, I think you and I both know how hard of a worker Harold was. Maybe we always knew that he was working himself too hard, but he just didn't say anything.
I know what you mean. I just keep feeling like this is all my fault. If only I had something, or watched out for his health better.
It's nobody's fault at all, Lindsay, so please, whatever you do, don't blame yourself for this. Harold died of natural causes that could affect any one of us.
I know. But I just don't know how I'm supposed to live without him. I mean, Jenny is still just in elementary school.
Oh, of course. How is Ginny? How is she taking all of this?
Oh, she's really quite depressed, actually. I mean, it was her father, for crying out loud. I think that she might be in a bit of shock, honestly.
Yes, I can't imagine what that poor little girl is going through right now. But I just know that she's going to get through this and come out all the stronger for it. I mean, that's just how this goes. These things happen and we're left behind to pick up the pieces and move on. It's the only thing we can do. Time passes whether we like it or not, so it's okay to let yourself feel bad for now.
I know that you're right, but I just can't see myself ever getting over something like this. I feel like I'm really at my lowest point, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm ever going to move forward from all of this at all.
I know that you'll be okay. It'll hurt and it will take time to heal and you'll hate every second of it. But you'll get over this. And besides, you've got to think about your daughter now. And of course, I'm thinking about the two of you all the time. Especially now. So please, call me on if you ever need anything.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I would hate to be a burden on you, Frida.
Lindsay, I know that you're just my daughter-in-law, but I want you to know that I think you as family. I know that Harold is gone, but that doesn't mean we have nothing to do with each other anymore. We are still family, and you will always have me in your corner.
Frida, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Of course. So please, just let me know if there's anything that I can do for you or Ginny during this time or ever. I mean, my son is gone as well, and I'm also struggling to think about how I can move on from this.
Thank you so much for all of your kind words. I really mean that. Actually, since you say that, there is something that I'd like to talk with you about.
Yes, of course. Whatever you need. What can I do for you, Lindsay?
Well, right now, the thing that I'm worried most about is money, you see. I mean, we really didn't have that much in the way of savings. And of course, Harold had a life insurance policy taken out on himself, but I wanted to leave that money for Jenny when she goes to college.
Oh, of course. And I know how expensive school has gotten these days. Would you like me to support you and Jenny for a little bit? Is that what you're asking?
I feel just awful asking for money so soon after Harold is gone, but it really is what's at the forefront of my mind when I think of what comes next. I hope it's not too much to ask to borrow about $2,000? This funeral was much more expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, you don't need to borrow anything. I'm going to give you that money and you don't even think about paying it back.
I don't know if I could do that to you, Frida. I would feel so bad.
Well, I just told you that I wanted to be there for you and Ginny in any way that I could. You and I are family, and there's nothing that you should feel bad about asking me for.
Frida, thank you so much. I don't know what else to say right now, but thank you.
Of course. If Harold knew that I was just handing out money, I know that he'd be upset. But you and I both know how cheap he could be, rest his soul. And don't worry about the funeral. I'll cover everything. After all, it's not just your husband's funeral. It's my son's as well.
Oh, Frida, just thank you again. I really, really can't put into words how much I appreciate that.
Hey, Lindsay, I was just wondering how you've been lately. Is Ginny doing well?
Oh, hello, Frida. I'm really, really sorry for not having gotten in touch with you sooner. Things have just been so busy, and I've hardly had any time to myself.
You know you don't need to worry about that. After all, you must have your hands very full with Ginny. I'm not surprised at all that you're so busy.
Yes, quite so. But is there anything that I can do for you? Did you want to talk to me about something?
Oh no, there really isn't any particular reason why I'm messaging, really. I was just thinking that it had been a while since you and I had last talked, and I just wanted to check in on you. I hope that you are all doing well, eating right, all of that stuff.
Yes, actually. I've finally started to get my appetite back, and since I've been eating more, I've started to feel more energetic. After all, I still have so much work that needs to be done, so I can't let myself slow down now.
I see. Well, I hope that you're also remembering to get a proper amount of sleep, too.
Well, that's a different story. I just have so many thoughts swirling around in my head at night, and I still find it hard to go to sleep at a good time.
Oh, I see. Well, if you think it might be help, I'd be happy to take care of Ginny for a bit if you'd like. You know, if you think that you'd like some time on your own.
Oh no, you don't have to do that. We're just fine, thank you very much.
But aren't you quite busy with everything? I mean, are you sure that you don't need any help around the house or with chores or anything? I just thought if I took Ginny for a day, you might be able to rest for a bit.
I am telling you that we are just fine. I really don't need you to take Jenny at all, so please stop trying to butt in.
I'm really sorry. I guess I didn't realize that I was overstepping my bounds that much.
Well, you are. You're being quite nosy, and I need you to step away and let us live our lives. Stop treating me like an idiot.
I am really sorry if there's some kind of misunderstanding, but I don't think that at all.
Of course you do. It's obvious you don't think I'm capable of taking care of my own daughter.
No, of course not. I just thought that it would be difficult doing this all on your own. I'm really terribly sorry for upsetting you. I was only wanting to help, I promise.
You know, it's people like you who just put on a friendly face while looking down on others that I really, really hate. So how about you just butt out of my life? I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself and Jenny just fine.
Lindsay, please, can't we just talk for a little bit? I don't think there's any need for this kind of reaction.
No! I'm not in the wrong here, you are. I won't hear anything else about it. Now I'm very, very busy, so I would appreciate it if you keep these messages to yourself. I really don't have time to indulge you in these boring conversations that make me feel like I want to sleep.
Yes, of course. I am very sorry, and I am in the wrong here.
Well, if you really think so, then just stop messaging me already. I just want you to leave us alone.
Of course, I'm sorry that I messaged at a bad time. I will try to be more careful in the future. But I don't think I can just stop messaging you. You're my daughter-in-law.
No, I am not. My husband is dead, which means that you and I are nothing to each other at all. So how about you just leave me alone? I really don't want you to have anything to do with our lives at all.
But what about Ginny? Are you telling me that you're not going to let me see my own granddaughter? I don't know if I'll be able to take that.
Oh, don't worry. I'll tell Jenny that she's not to talk to you ever again. And then, over time, she'll just forget all about you. So you should just do the same thing to us. You have no idea how hard I've been working ever since Harold passed away. Grandma, are you there? It's me, Jenny. Do you still remember who I am?
Wait, Jenny? Is it really you?
Yes, it's really me, Grandma. I'm so sorry for not reaching out to you earlier.
Oh, sweetie, you have nothing to be sorry for at all. It's been so long since I last saw you. How have you been? Are you okay? Oh, you have no idea just how much I've missed you.
I've missed you a lot too, Grandma.
I think the last time that I even saw you was about 3 years ago, right? That must mean that you're just starting middle school right now, is that correct? I bet you've grown so much.
Yeah, I'm just starting middle school now. That's right, Grandma.
Jenny, is everything okay? I remember that way back then your mom told me that she would tell you not to reach out to me.
That's right. That's what my mom told me to do, but I really need your help right now, Grandma.
You need my help? What do you mean? What's going on?
Grandma, do you think you could adopt me? Could I please become your kid instead?
I don't understand what you mean. Why in the world would you ask me to do something like that?
I just can't do this anymore. I'm barely in middle school, and my mom is already putting me out to work. But that means that I can put money into the house. I promise that I won't be any trouble to you at all, so please, can I just stay at your house for a bit?
Ginny, just one moment. What is going on at home that makes you want to do this? Is your mom doing something that makes you want to come here to my house or something?
Yes. My mom is just so scary now. I hate living here, and I want to run away and live with you.
What do you mean that your mom is scary? Can you please tell me what's going on to make you feel this way?
It's my mom. She's just so scary. If I'm not a good girl, then my mom won't give me any food at all. Sometimes when I'm bad, she throws water on me and makes me stand outside. Other times, she'll throw plates or cups at me, and then she makes me clean it up when she's done.
You mean that your mom is really doing all of these things to you?
That's right, and that's why I don't want to be with her anymore. Please, you have to do something to help me.
I don't even know what to say right now, Ginny. I'm so sorry that I haven't been there for you all these years. I really had no idea at all that your mom was treating you like this the whole time. Do you have any reason why she would be doing this? What would make her treat you like this?
I don't know. The thing is that my mom has always been like this.
What do you mean your mom has always been like this? I don't understand.
I mean that ever since Daddy died, Mom has always been like this. Even Dad used to be mad at Mom when she got like this.
I still don't think that I understand. Could you tell me a little more about what's going on? What all has your mom been doing?
Well, Mom was always spending way too much money, and I think that really upset Dad. And then it just stressed Dad out more because then he had to work harder for more money. He was always working overtime and always would be coming home late. I think that's why Dad got sick. It was all Mom's fault. She drove him to overwork himself.
Is that true? Did your mom really do all that? I always thought that your mom was so kind and sweet.
She only ever acts that way in front of you, though. It's all an act. But whenever she isn't around other people, she always treats me so horribly. But she was always so scary, and I've just been so lonely ever since Dad passed away.
It wasn't so long after your dad died that your mom actually told me that she didn't want me talking to you anymore. I always thought that she had been so sweet before and was wondering what happened to make her react like that. But I guess she really was just hiding who she really was from me this whole time.
My mom is such a selfish person. All she does is insult me all day. And even after Dad's funeral, she was saying how she suckered you into paying for everything.
Did she really say that about me? So I guess that means it really was just an act this whole time. And I suppose that I feel for her like the sucker I am.
But I don't want to live with Mom anymore. I just can't stand living with her. That's why I want to go and live with you. So please, Grandma, can't you help me?
Of course, dear. A girl your age shouldn't be growing up like that at all. I can't believe that Lindsay has been treating my poor granddaughter like this. Well, don't you worry. I'm going to figure out what we can do to get you out of there. Hello, Lindsay. It's been a while, hasn't it? I was wondering if now was a good time to talk?
Excuse me? Just what do you think you're doing right now? I thought I told you that I wanted you to forget all about us, didn't I? Here I thought I'd finally gotten rid of you since it had been years since we'd talked. So, just what do you want, and why do I have a bad feeling about all of this?
Oh, well, I am so sorry for not being able to forget about you, but I just have something very important to talk to you about. I'm going to be taking Ginny with me, and she will be living with me from now on.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What is this? What is this all about?
I mean that I'm with Ginny right now, and I'm not going to be giving her back at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you can't actually think that I'm going to let you get away with this, right? I mean, did you really take my child without asking me?
Well, she talked to me about the hardships that you've been putting her through, and about how you've been keeping food from her when you think that she's been bad. Don't you realize the kind of damage that you could be doing to your daughter by not feeding her? That's why I'm going to be taking her away from you.
I told you this years ago, and I will tell you the same thing right now. We don't need any of your help. We don't want it, and we don't need it, so just go away.
That isn't true. Ginny came to ask me for help. She does need help, and I will be there to help her. I am going to be taking care of her from here on out. Do you understand?
Do you even realize what it is that you've done? I mean, did you really think that you can just kidnap my daughter like this? Don't you realize that you're committing a crime?
Do you really not understand what it means for Ginny to come to me for help?
She really? I told her not to contact you anymore. Why would she do this?
She did it because she hated living with you and she wanted to come and live safely with me. And believe it or not, I trust her and I think that any court would believe her as well.
I don't get it. How could this be happening? I don't get how she could betray me like this.
She didn't betray you because you were never on her side to begin with. She clearly thinks that I'm much better suited to raise her than you are.
I don't get it. How could she do this? I did all that I could to try and make her forget all about you. I tried to make her forget that you even existed.
Well, you should know that all that did was make Ginny terrified of you, but she's calmed down quite a bit now that she's with me. It's almost like when Harold was little, Ginny looked so much like him.
I see what this is. You really are nosy, just like your son, too. Do you know that? He was always so annoying while he was alive. He was always trying to tell me what to do, and I was just sick of it. I was glad when he was finally gone and I could live my life how I wanted to.
Oh, please. I heard from Ginny all about how much money you've been spending and how you were always making Harold work harder and harder for money.
You don't know what you're talking about at all. I was the one who was working so hard. All I did was want just a little bit of luxury in my life, and I was vilified for it.
You wanted just a little bit of luxury? Well, that's certainly not what Ginny was making it sound like. She told me about all how you've never done anything to provide for her and how much you made her suffer.
Well, she doesn't know what she's talking about either. She's just a little girl. The truth is that Harold should have been making more money. And I told him the same thing over and over again. I told him that he wasn't doing enough to provide for us and that he needed to work harder and quit complaining. He was a useless husband, a useless father, and an all-around useless man.
It's all your fault, isn't it? You're the reason that my poor son died. You kept pushing him to make more and more money for you, and you pushed and pushed until he collapsed.
And you're trying to say that it's my fault that he didn't have the toughness to stick it out and work hard for his family? But that has nothing to do with me at all. Anyways, you are going to return my daughter to me right now, or else I'm going to call the police. Do you understand me?
That's what I should be saying to you right now. I'm going to make you pay for the way that you made my son and granddaughter suffer. Just you wait.
Hey! What the heck is going on here, huh? Why are the police at my house right now? Did you call the cops on me? Is that what's going on right now?
I know that you're home right now, so why don't you just come outside like an adult and face the consequences of your actions?
No! You think I'm just going to do that? What would I even have to say to the police? I still don't understand why they're here right now.
What in the world are you talking about? Are you serious? You really have no clue why the police might be at your place right now? Even after all the horrible things that you've put your own daughter through, you really can't guess why they might have responded to my report? Do you have any idea how thin Ginny is? I still just don't understand how you could do this. I mean, really, what kind of mother are you?
But, I mean, you didn't have to call the cops on me. What's the matter with you? Have you gone crazy or something? Why would you do this to me?
I'm crazy? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something like that? I mean, really, I just finished typing out all the reasons why you deserve to have the police called on you, didn't I? Ginny told me how you dumped a bucket of water over her head and then made her sleep outside all night. That's just sick! I understand that different parents have different ways to discipline their children, but this is just taking things way too far. Now just be an adult and give yourself up to the police. It's over, don't you get that?
You think that you can just back me into a corner like this and try to get me to do what you want? You think this is any way to treat a poor, struggling single mother? I don't know what kind of lies you've been telling my daughter, but I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Can you please stop trying to pretend like you're the victim in all of this? It really is just pathetic, do you know that? You were literally malnourishing your daughter. She could have been seriously hurt, and I heard from your neighbors about how they could hear you shouting at Ginny every single night.
You mean that even the neighbors could hear what was going on inside the house? I don't get it. Don't they have better things to do than eavesdrop?
It's over. You have nobody who is going to take your side because they all know the kind of person that you really are. I am going to take care of Ginny and give her a much better life than you ever could.
But, wait. If you're going to take her, could you at least give me some money for her?
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something?
No, please. You don't know how expensive it's been taking care of a child with only one income. I just need a few $100s a month is all.
I am not going to be paying a single cent. In fact, this whole conversation is over. Just give yourself up and let's be done with this whole thing. After that, the police arrested Lindsay, while Child Protective Services explained that I would be given custody of Ginny because of Lindsay's neglect. After some paperwork, the handover was official and I was finally taking care of my granddaughter again. As for Lindsay, she was tried by court for her criminal neglect and punished for what she had done. Ever since, I haven't heard a single word from her, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Apparently, Lindsay had been in some financial trouble for a while, and she wasn't even talking to her parents anymore because she had stolen from them. I really have no idea what kind of life she's going to have once she gets out of jail. While she's locked up, however, I have been telling everyone who might know her that she is to know nothing about where Ginny is located. I want to do as much as I can to protect my granddaughter from her horrible mother. If Ginny is going to want a relationship with her mother in the future, when she's an adult, then that's her right and I won't stop her. But for now, it's my duty to protect her and make sure she grows up to be that adult first.
Hey, Caroline, are you there? I just wanted to talk to you about dinner tonight. I was hoping that you could do something with lots of garlic in it, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, I can do that if you want me to. But I just think you should remember that today is a weekday. So are you really sure that you want me to be making something with so much garlic if you're going to be taking leftover to work with you? I just know that your office is really strict about appearance and all that, and I wouldn't want anyone saying anything about garlic breath.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. There's actually guys at the office who are much more smelly than I am, so I'm not all that worried. In fact, I don't really even care anymore what anyone at work thinks about me at all right now.
Oh, I see. Well, did something happen at work to make you feel that way? I feel like you wouldn't have said this even a week ago.
No, nothing really happened at all. It's just that damn Ginny from my department is still being a jerk.
Oh, right. Is that Ginny girl the one who's about a year younger than you are, who you're always telling me about?
Yeah, that's her. She thinks that she's too good to get married and just dedicating her entire life to her work. It's pretty sad when you think about it, really.
I don't really know if you should say that about this woman. I mean, as long as she's working, I don't see what the problem is.
Oh, come on, you should know that when women think they can do men's jobs, they always end up doing it horribly and make tons of mistakes all of the time. And lately, I feel like women who are wanting to work have only increased, which means that us men are always having to clean up after their messes now. Honestly, I just wish that there was something that the company could do about all these dumb broads we keep hiring. I really don't think they realize the negative effect they're all gonna have on business.
I'm sorry, Terrence, but I just really don't agree with you on any of that. I mean, this seems like a pretty natural phenomenon to me. After all, there are more and more families out there where both people are working now. And I think that if women want to work more and not only be chained to the house, then that's their right. Don't you agree?
Of course I don't agree with that. The fact of the matter is that women have no place in a man's world like a company or an office. And obviously so many women just give up the ghost and quit the second they get married or pregnant. I don't really think this has anything to do with rights at all. It's about how suited people are to the work, and the fact is that men are harder workers than women.
I don't really know what to say to any of that right now, Terry. I mean, I know that I quit my job after you and I got married, but I obviously still have a lot of respect for women who choose to keep their jobs even after getting married. And I don't really think that there's any need to be letting any of this upset you this much. I mean, women have been working since the dawn of time, you know?
And that's exactly what pisses me off. What makes women think they should be working or doing anything out of the house when that should be the man's job? I mean, really, don't women realize that their only purpose in life should be to make babies for their families? This is exactly what's wrong with the country. Women shouldn't be working, they should be making more workers. That's why women don't belong outside of the home. They should be at home cooking and cleaning for their husbands who are there doing the real hard work. I mean, that's how it was back in cavemen times. Women should have never tried to do something that they weren't suited for. It's only made problems for everyone.
I really don't think that I can agree with any of what you're saying right now. And frankly, this is all just pretty ridiculous. I mean, first of all, it was women doing the gathering that supplied most of the community's food. Large catches of meat were far and few between. So even before agriculture, women were the primary breadwinners, so to speak. And even in the future, when everyone was just peasants working the land, women were doing all kinds of jobs in the house, including many side gigs that earned money alongside the husband's work. It's kind of like how I have a part-time job that I go to now that helps with our expenses.
Well, would you read that out of a book or something? Well, you should know that books lie a lot. I read plenty of things that just make no sense to me at all. And you're not honestly trying to compare your little part-time job to the real work that I do, are you? You barely do anything compared to me. You're just a housewife. You're lucky because all you get to do is stay home and not worry about anything at all.
Do you really think that I have nothing to worry about but looking pretty and waiting for you to get home? I take my work very seriously.
Well, I don't care how seriously you think you take your work, you can't ever take it as seriously as a man would. So don't try and say that your part-time job and my real job are in any way similar. Honestly, what is the deal with women today? Why are they all so uppity? I just wish that more women could be like you, though.
And in just what way do you mean that? What do you mean you wish more women would be like me?
I mean, after we got married, you quit your job and started working part-time. You didn't bother trying to move ahead with your career or anything like that. It's like you just gave up.
And that's what you think more women ought to do with their lives?
I'm just saying that us men work better with fewer distractions around us. And if there's one thing that women are, it's just big walking distractions. I mean, take that Ginny girl from my office, for example. She was complaining to another woman in the office about her period cramps or something. I bet she hardly got any work done at all dealing with that nonsense.
Terrence, I'm sorry, but I really don't think that you know what you're talking about at all. Besides, both Ginny and I are still only in our 30s. You do realize we're going to have periods for quite a while longer, don't you?
But what's even the point of staying at work if you're still getting periods? I mean, a period means that you should be getting pregnant. That's your body's way of telling you that. So I don't get why women don't just listen to their bodies, go out and find a nice man to settle down with, and then just start pumping babies out.
Terrence, I get that that's how you might see women, but I don't think that you can reasonably expect them to live like that.
Oh, come on, you know that I was just joking about all of this. You don't need to always be taking things so seriously all the time. I can't believe that you're even trying to stand up for someone like Ginny after all the things that I've told you about her.
I'm not trying to take anyone's side in anything, Terry. I'm just saying that I think you should be a little more sensitive to what's going on with other people. What's wrong with trying to just be a little bit more flexible with how you think? I mean, do you really not see how all of what you're saying is pretty offensive to women?
Excuse me? Are you really trying to lecture me? You who actually did quit your job and take part-time work because I asked? How dare you lecture me?
I'm not trying to lecture you or anything like that. I'm just saying that I wouldn't go around saying those kinds of things if I were you. I mean, do you really talk like that when you're at work? Because you might end up getting into serious trouble.
Of course, I would never say any of this around the office. Nobody does. But I do have to hold myself back quite a bit, to be honest.
Well, I just hope that you can keep up holding yourself back from all of that.
Look, I didn't come here because I wanted to have your opinions on any of this, you understand? So how about you just quit your back talking and agree with what I'm telling you here? It really pisses me off when you try and pretend like you know more about how the world works than I do. Hey, Caroline, I just wanted to let you know that I'm finally off work and I'm gonna be coming home now.
Oh, okay. I'm really sorry to ask, but would you mind picking up something on your way home?
Wait, why should I have to do that? Why can't you do that? I shouldn't have to be running your errands, you know.
I know, and I am sorry, but I was just feeling really bad this morning. I told you, remember? I did end up taking some medicine and all of that, but my fever ended up going back up, and I haven't even made anything for dinner.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You better get to work right now if you know what's good for you.
I really am sorry, but I just can't do that. I don't feel good, and I can hardly move right now.
Well, you should have told me about this earlier. What is the matter with you? Don't you care about my schedule at all? How could you be so selfish?
I was going to message you about all of this, but I ended up falling asleep and completely forgot.
Honestly, what is the matter with you? I'm not going to be tasked with cleaning up your mess. Your job is to cook dinner, so you deal with this.
Please, Terrence, I'm only asking for a little favor. Can't you just pick something up on the way home for us to eat? Just standing up is enough to make my head spin, and I can't do anything right now in this state.
Honestly, you women have no idea how easy you have things, and you still find excuses to complain.
What do you mean by that? I'm telling you that I feel sick to my stomach.
You know, I've had fevers before, and I still go into the office. Feeling lousy is no excuse to shirk our responsibilities. Well, for men, anyways. Ugh, you really just have no idea how jealous I am of just how easy you have things right now.
Do you think that I am choosing to be this sick so that I can get out of cooking dinner? Terrence, I know that you don't want to do this, but I'm asking you nicely.
And I don't care how you ask me, you have a job to do and you're not doing it. Do you know what a housewife is supposed to do for her husband? Because it's not make him responsible for dinner.
I know that cooking dinner is usually my job, and I do it every single night. I do so much around the house all the time. That's why I'm just asking for today, if you could please give me a hand with something that I need help with.
You know, if you knew that you were getting sick, then you should have just made frozen meals ready to be eaten by the time that I got home.
And normally I do try and have some kind of backup plan ready, but I just didn't have anything ready this time.
There you go again with more of your lame excuses. You have no idea how nice you have it, so all you do is complain instead. All you have to do is keep our house clean. You know, when my mom was sick, I don't remember her ever complaining about not wanting to do anything. She still took care of everyone in our house.
And I think that's great that your mom was able to do that for you and your family while you were growing. But at my house, when my mom got sick, my dad was more than happy to cook for a few nights until she felt better.
Oh, so your dad was basically just a giant wuss is what you're telling me? You know, it's weak men like him that have allowed women to take things this far in the first place.
I don't really think that this has anything to do with being a man or a woman at all. I just think that we're married, so when one of us is feeling under the weather, the other should be there to help them out, right?
Excuse me? Are you telling me that you know how to be a better spouse than me right now? Is that really what I'm hearing? I can't believe what I'm hearing. I'll have to tell all of this to my family now. This is not right, and someone needs to teach you a lesson.
What lesson? All I'm saying is that I think that a married couple should help each other out when someone is feeling sick.
And we do help each other out by having the jobs that we're supposed to take care of. I have a job that I go to every day to earn money for our family. Meanwhile, it's your job to stay at home and make sure everything is clean and orderly and that the meals are cooked how they should be. I'm holding up my end of the bargain. Can you say the same about you?
I know that's how things normally go, and normally that's just fine for me. Most of the time. But your work life and your family life are different things. I'm not just some stranger asking for your help. We're family now, and that's why I'm coming to you with this.
More excuses? Man, you just have a never-ending list of them, huh? Well, I don't want to hear another one. Just get cooking. I don't care what reason you've come up with to justify this to yourself. The fact of the matter is that if it weren't for the money that I make for us, you'd be nothing. Do you understand? You're just trash.
What? Do you really mean that? Am I really just trash to you?
Well, you're certainly not the good wife that I thought I was getting when you and I first got together. I mean, what's the point of being with a woman who can't even keep a house clean? I really ought to just leave you and keep all of my money to myself. You do nothing but drag me down, do you know that? I'd be much better off without you, so just remember that I'm not afraid to walk away.
Okay. I understand what you're saying, Terrence. I'll cook dinner like you asked.
Ah, so you're finally starting to understand then. I just wish that we didn't have to go through this whole song and dance just to get you to do what you should have been doing in the first place. Man, women can really be such a pain to deal with. Hey, Caroline, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that my supervisor's wife is in the hospital, so I need you to go out and buy some get-well gifts for her, and I need them before this weekend.
You can go ahead and do all of that yourself, Terrence.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Are you kidding? I know that you're not trying to give me even more backtalk right now.
No, you are going to go and do this all by yourself. This has nothing to do with me, and I shouldn't have to do your shopping for you.
You really have some nerve, do you know that? You have one job as my wife, and that job is to do whatever I say. Do you understand me?
I am not a slave, and I didn't marry you so that I could just be your slave. You can't just boss me around and order me to do everything that you say.
You really have some nerve, do you know that? I mean, don't you realize that it's all thanks to me that you have the easy life that you do? You're nothing but a parasite on my side. You trash. Garbage. You're nothing to me.
How about you go ahead and take a look in the mirror then, you jerk? I mean, really, you have no idea just how much I do to take care of you, and still you think that you can just look down on me like this.
How dare you keep talking back to me? You have no idea what you're in for when I get home, but you are in serious trouble. Do you want me to divorce you? Is that what you want to happen? I'll throw you away just like that.
Actually, I think you'll be the one getting thrown away. I'm leaving you, and I don't want anything to do with you ever again. Do you understand me?
Wait a second, you're leaving? What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean you're leaving? I don't understand what you mean when you say that. Explain yourself.
I mean that I am leaving the house. I want to get a divorce. Is that more clear for you to understand? I am sick and tired of living with you and putting up with all of your crap.
You really are an uppity woman, do you know that? I mean, do you even hear yourself right now? What makes you think that you can divorce me? You can't divorce me!
Actually, as your wife, I'm basically the only person that can divorce you. But I don't get what the big deal is. You said that I was nothing but a parasite and trash to you. So what's the problem?
But, I mean, we haven't even been married for 3 years yet. Don't you realize how much you still owe me for all the hard work that I do for us? Think about the rumors that'll be spread about us.
I don't really care about any of that. I can't stand living with you, and I don't want to be with you for a single day longer than I have to. Besides, all you're looking for is a woman who's going to obey your every command. You don't like it when I speak my mind or share my opinion with you at all. Why do you even want to be with me?
But it's okay. I can fix you. I can teach you how to do everything the right way. Please, all you have to do is listen to me and do as I say, and I know that everything will turn out all right.
Yeah, that sounds just horrible, actually. I would never, ever want to put myself through that in 1,000,000 years. I'm going to be getting a divorce from you, and that is final. There is no room for discussion here. But don't worry, you'll be hearing from me again, so after I've talked to my lawyer about the whole process and how we're going to be splitting our assets. I've already hired one, by the way, so you might want to talk about doing the same.
Wait, hold on just 1 second. Are you telling me that you've already gone out to look for a lawyer and didn't even tell me? That's not fair. You can't just go and do that on your own. What's the matter with you? I mean, come on. You have to know if you really go through with this that I am never, ever going to forgive you for this. You need to come back home right this second. I mean it. You better be home by the time that I get back.
Hey there, Terrence. I was just wondering if you're still looking for a lawyer? I would really like to be done with this whole thing as soon as possible, so if you could hurry up and do that for me, that would be just great. Thank you. I mean, my lawyer is basically all ready to arrange a meeting with you and your lawyer, or just you, if that's what it turns out to be, in order to move everything along.
Caroline, I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind coming to visit me at my parents' house.
Wait a second, what? You want me to go and visit you and your parents at their house?
It's just that my parents kind of want to talk to you about all of this, if it's okay.
Oh, really? Yeah, sure. I can go over to your parents' house, no problem. Let me just call my lawyer so that he can come along with me.
Wait, no, I was just hoping that it would only be you coming to talk to me in person about this.
And just what in the world makes you think that I would want to talk to you and your family all by myself?
Well, it's just that I think my dad would like to hear both sides of the story before we move ahead and do anything too rash.
Okay, great. Then we can still do that with my lawyer present because I'm not about to go to your parents' house all by myself. I don't care what you have to say to me. If you want to say it, you'll have to do it in front of my lawyer and your parents. Besides, did you really think I was going to just walk into a house where nobody would be on my side? Why do you think I would want to do that to myself?
Come on, you have to know that we're not gonna gang up on you or anything like that. We just wanna talk, I swear. That's all that we wanna do.
And that's fine. All three of you can talk to me about whatever it is you want, with my lawyer present.
But I don't really see what your lawyer has to do with any of this. This is kind of just a matter between you and I, right?
Okay, then if you really feel that way, then why should your parents have to be there for this talk as well? I know that you're upset that you're gonna have to split your assets with me, but let's just get this over quickly. You won't be able to stop this, you know?
I just don't get what your deal is. I don't understand what you weren't happy about being with me.
Wow. Well, if that's really what you want to talk about, then I really don't have any interest in carrying on this conversation. Look, you can either do this the easy way, lawyer up and face me like a man, or I'll sue you for dragging this out and we'll settle this in court. But don't even message me with a pathetic request like this again. Got it? After that, it took another 3 months before I was finally able to finish divorcing Terrence. He really tried to drag things out, even brought his parents to our meetings with our lawyers to have them beg for his sake. Honestly, he was acting like a complete child about it. But in the end, the divorce went through, and I was able to take Terrence for half of what he was worth. Of course, after it was done, he switched gears and went right back to insulting me, but I didn't care. I took his money and used it to move back to my hometown to live closer to my parents where I wouldn't have to worry about putting up with a sexist husband like him ever again. I haven't looked back since. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.